Hey everybody, wanted to check in with you and maybe talk to you about another warning that goes along with urine therapy. Could be hazardous to your health if you don't pay attention to the warning. Okay, I'm just going to get rolling here and see if it'll come out and I could spit it out. It suggests very strongly in very much of the urine therapy reading you might do. In the Manu Mudra and other books, it will say to avoid allopathic medicine is how they put it, which would be medical doctors or doctors that have education in medicine, that you might want to avoid that. Well, as has been in my own path with urine therapy, I sometimes will do what they're suggesting not to do to figure out why, because it doesn't say why, right? Well, for the first 5-6 years, 5.5 years of urine therapy, I wasn't seeing any doctors and was doing quite well, actually. And I started seeing a counselor last year, about a year ago, and well, I won't say she suggested, but it is suggested in the state of mind I was in, that I might need some medical advice or assistance. So I went to see the medical doctor, and of course they're going to prescribe something, because that's why they're there, to prescribe a medication to take care of the symptoms, because they don't have cures for a lot of illness. And if you really look around, most of the ailments we are suffering with today, there's no cure for. We have drugs, over-the-counter or prescription drugs that can help us with the symptoms of the illness, but there's no way to get rid of it. Most of them, psychological or physiological, they don't have very good prognosis for much of the illness happening today. Lots of medicine that we can take that'll help us get through it, right? Well, they suggest in urine therapy guidelines not to visit that kind of doctor. Well, yeah, huh? So seeing this counselor every week for the last year, she has been able to watch me go this route and go to see the medical doctor. And I did take the prescription she gave me, a prescription for an antidepressant, Zoloft, I think it was. And I took that for about 6 months with some, it was dramatic downhill results. It wasn't good, guys. In some ways, I can say in some ways it did help. But I don't know if she would have written it down, my counselor, but it was getting bad. And I was doing a lot of, biofeedback and coping strategies, alternative therapies, meditation, and a lot of good stuff that was helping. But I was like running into a brick wall. I had not felt so suicidal for such a extended period. I say that, but I wasn't actually contemplating it. I wasn't suicidal, but I would have thoughts, and I haven't had thoughts. Okay, so I'm thinking back. I thought back to the TV show and how I decided at that point, not necessarily, I think the whole adventure kind of convinced me that I didn't need as much urine as I was drinking. The whole way they portrayed the TV show was kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, really? That is the truth you're seeing and then portraying to you. But the good part is a lot of people took the plunge and a lot of people are drinking their urine and feeling great today. So I'm willing to go and do things that to see why. I like to know why. Okay, so why? Doctors will not know what to do with you, for one. And what my experience was, maybe they didn't believe me. I'm not sure they believed that I am drinking. I'm not real lay it all on the table with doctors. I'll tell them I consume my own urine and I recycle most all of it. And if doctors are of the mind that we all lie, why wouldn't they perceive me as lying, right? Well, that would give me a personality disorder. Think about it. Think about histrionic personality disorder. You know, I've been thinking about it. Could they slap me with that label because of it's not in the norm to drink your pee? So a doctor's not going to look at that objectively, guys. I would warn against it highly. They're going to try and get you to take drugs. Now you can and you will survive drinking urine and whatever pharmaceuticals, but it will mess with you. No, I can't say that. I seriously, I can't. It could work wonders for you. I don't know that. For me, it messed with me hard. And until I quit doing it, and that was maybe 3 or 4 months ago, that was a really stupid thing to do on my part. I cannot go to a doctor with an objective look at what I'm doing. Sure, they can test my blood and they can tell me that internally things are looking good. I've got normal, everything is looking normal, right? So I asked my counselor, have you seen a shift since I stopped doing the drugs, the Zoloft, stopped taking it, and got that and re-upped my urine therapy to 5 doses from 1, 5 to 6, maybe 7, and she just lit up. I mean, she said yes, absolutely. And I feel finally again like I'm feeling better again. So yeah, I would warn highly against visiting with or taking advice from people who don't practice it, right? Don't practice urine therapy. And doctors don't. They can't. Or, I mean, I'm not saying they can't. I have not yet met a doctor who is of the mind to understand the incredible healing power of urine. And that's okay. I don't need a doctor to tell me what I'm doing is okay. They can take tests that will tell them what I'm doing is okay. Now I'll have records of my blood work prior to urine therapy because they did all that back when I was in the hospital in 2007 or 6. Yeah, 6. And then I've had blood work done twice since then. So I'll be able to, and my battery's gone. Ooh. 2 batteries. Anyway, so I don't lose my train of thought. The things I'm saying are not going to be well accepted, because urine therapy goes against all of the systems that are in place right now for our health care. They don't feed the medical system in terms of cost effectiveness, or the pharmaceutical system that keeps the medical system alive, right? The insurance systems, urine therapy busts that one too, because it's free and it completely eliminates the need for that kind of insurance. Now, maybe we would need insurance for physical, like broken bones, or, maybe someone needed an organ transplant or whatever. But your bones will be different when you practice urine therapy. Our bones get strong, so strong they don't break. And our internal organs function so well together that they replenish damage. They repair internally. Urine repairs internal damage. And possibly faster than what we're looking at. Now, it's all going to be very hard to understand at this point if you've just started urine therapy. You feel your body get stronger, healthier, more vibrant and full of good things on a very slow, long haul. A very long, slow basis. And it goes. And the more religious we are about drinking it and recycling it, the quicker it happens, the more efficiently it works with itself, right? So, yeah, warning. If you're going to go jump on the boat and start drinking a lot of your urine, you can talk to your doctor about it, but they're not going to understand. Chances are. Now, possibly, if you have a terminal illness that they have already said is incurable and there's nothing they can do, then you can talk to them about it. Say, hey, this is a last resort. I want to try it. Can you monitor me? And maybe over time they're going to get more open-minded about it in this country. I know everywhere else they really are. I can't say everywhere. I can't say anything, actually. I'm talking out my ass. Because I don't know. I just have a feeling by the looks of people, health-wise, government-wise, fear-wise, what drives them through their days and their motivation for staying alive. Yeah, we're a little bit behind the times in America. It's okay. It's all for reasons that we don't get to know, right? Hey, thanks for listening. I wanted to talk to you about that. Huge warning. Another hazard is going to see doctors. Be careful, because they've got a real fine line going on where between the medical and the psychological fields, where the medical doctor wants to treat you with a pill and possibly will not refer a psychological disorder to the psychiatric or psychological field, and vice versa. You may have a physical disorder and the psychological field is treating you for a mental disorder when it actually could be physiological. Now, the blessing in all of it, urine therapy covers it all. You don't even have to worry about a diagnosis or trying to figure out what you've got wrong. It just fixes it all. All. I've not run into one thing that urine didn't kick butt on compared to anything else. Burn cream for burns, pee on it, or put a compress. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Hope your day's going great, and I really love you all.